Welcome to the JD Remedy. Welcome back, everyone. Well, I should say she's back because I am back recording. Yes, hello, welcome, hi. Thank you for having me. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I have lots to share with you today, guys. So I just thought I would do like a little update episode of me and myself and I, what's been going on in my roller coaster of a life. You know, the usual transparent, very open, very raw kerfuffle that my life is. So get ready, strap yourselves in. But I downloaded, this is how long it's been since I recorded an episode, right? Like I downloaded a new platform today because apparently there's an updated version and it's giving me like Windows 95 vibes. Yeah, so Windows 95 vibes. And I don't know, like it's 2021, people, get with it. Anyway, here we are recording. As of today, I'm having like a super off day. I don't know what's going on. But I just woke up today and my brain was like, you know what? Have a mental health day. Have some fucking challenges. Have some spanners in the works. So for no particular reason today, I was feeling like super anxious and a little down in the dumps. I am sick as well. Like I think, shocker, like when am I not sick? But yeah, mentally not having a good day. My body just... And my body and my brain apparently is like, oh, I can't keep up with this life. So it probably all makes sense toward the end of this episode when I tell you all the stuff that's been going on. But yeah, I have lots to update you guys on and I'm super excited to be back. I've missed you guys, even though I cannot see you and you cannot see me unless you go on my YouTube channel. But I don't know why. When I talk to myself in the microphone, I feel like you're all sitting there in front of me. So yeah, this is for you guys. So as I said, I've got lots to update you guys on. So the first thing that I wanted to update you on is my business. I spent, I think it was 2 or 3 months building this online program for you girls. I set a goal for myself. I did like a 4-day intensive master NLP practitioner program, all virtually, and I got my master's qualification, which is pretty exciting. Go me. And in that, we had to design like a personal breakthrough session for someone. So I got to take a client through like a 90-minute breakthrough session, and it was so powerful. And then obviously vice versa, I had one done for myself as part of their work or their assignment. And in that, I set a goal for myself that I was going to launch my online program that I had been hoping for and working toward. And I set myself a date, like we had to do like visualization and dream day journaling and all that kind of shit. So I literally set a date. I forgot what the date was now. And they ask you like, how do you know that that is the date you want to do? And it's like, because I visualize me pressing go on my Facebook ads, and that's how I know that I've completed the goal. So this was very well thinking, right? Like we're talking a program. I had to brainstorm what I wanted the modules to be, like the topics. So I was putting like little sticky notes all over my floors and walls about like what the modules were, what the lessons were, and all of that shit. Then I had to build the program. Like I had to write, I think I had like 60 pages of words, just like what the lessons were going to be and all that shit. And then I had to design it on Kajabi and like navigate through trying to like learn how to use it. And then I had to, okay, this is where I cooked myself. I had to figure out how to fucking use ClickFunnels. Now, if anyone runs their own business or I don't know why you would use ClickFunnels, but it's like I don't even know what it is. It's like a sales design page, I think. It's like a lead magnet kind of sales page design. I'm sorry if you guys can hear background noise. There's people outside my apartment complex, like mowing lawns and like leaf blowing and all that shit. So it's like super selfish of them wanting to clean up around the neighborhood while I'm recording. Like, come on. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I had to design all the landing pages. Like if someone clicks on my ad on Facebook, where does it take them? And then like all the funnels. And I tell you, like I'm tech savvy. Like I thought I was tech savvy. And then you go to use ClickFunnels and you're like, what is a CPI? Like what is an ATI? How do you have to like integrate all these different platforms like MailChimp and fucking like Active Campaigns and Gmail, and you have to like integrate them in between each software. And I'm like, fuck, like this is so hard. Like it's like they don't want you to succeed because I'm a pretty patient person. Like I'm pretty tech savvy, but there were multiple times that I literally nearly threw my fucking laptop across the room because I was like, I just can't deal with this anymore. Like every time I would successfully work something out, I'd be like, oh yes, finally, like I'm so close. I'd come across another challenge and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like how much more is this going to throw at me? Like, but I'm now that I'm outside of that emotional state, I can go, I'm glad it happened because now I know how to use it. Like I can build anything from scratch now because I'm like, I know how to do that. So that was a roller coaster. Anyway, I had to build out like all my Facebook ads and copy and just all this shit that's like, getting tired talking about it. All this shit that's like very new to me. I was, oh my God. Anyway, the reason that I told that story is I think I gave myself like a 3-week goal or something, just a 2 or 3 week goal to be like, yeah, I'm going to press go on my ads and then I'm going to have my program up. It took me 3 months. 3 months. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 months, but it was a fucking long time. And I've probably spoken about it before on this podcast. If you go listen to the episode, How to Find Your Purpose as a 20-something-year-old. And I just talk about like being really unmotivated and not knowing what I want to do with my life and lacking direction and all that stuff. I call it like my motivation train, and I ride it when it arrives, and then sometimes it leaves. But when I tell you, my motivation train came into the fucking station and it stayed there a very long time, so I was riding it as long as I could. I was going to work full-time during the day, then I was going to the gym after work, and then I would come home and work on my business. And I was doing this every day for 3 months. When I tell you, like, I did not socialize, I didn't leave my house unless it was for the gym or work. I was going to bed at like midnight every night, and I knew that I was on the right path because I was so excited to come home and do it. Like I would sit at work in my 9 to 5 being like, I can't wait to go home and like build my ClickFunnels page. What a loser. I swear I have a life, but like that's how you know that you're excited about stuff and you're doing something that you're passionate about because you want to do it. Like you can't wait to go home and do it, as crazy as it sounds. It was very challenging, but I was like really excited, and I set myself this date and this goal, and I was like, I have to fucking get it done. And a piece of advice for you guys, something that actually really helped me stay motivated and stay on track, is I told a lot of people about that goal, and I told everybody about the date. Like specifically at work, we talk about like our personal wins for the week and stuff. And I said, I set this goal for myself in my business on this day. On this date, I'm going to press go on my Facebook ads. So every week, everyone was like, how's your program going? Like, where are you at? Are you any closer to finishing? And rah, rah, rah. So in my mind, I was like, fuck, like I can't not do this now. Like how embarrassing if I don't do it. Which turned out, obviously, I didn't finish it in 2 weeks anyway, but that's fine. Like I was okay with that because I knew that I was still determined to do it, and it wasn't because I didn't try or I was being lazy. It's because like I came across so many more challenges than I thought I would, so I didn't care that I didn't hit the 2 weeks, which made it even more exciting when I did fucking publish it. So yeah, fast forward to the point of the story. I launched it about a month ago. Wow, like where has time gone? I launched it about a month ago. It is officially live. You may or may not see my ad popping up on your Facebook or your Instagram. It is called the Self-Doubt Eliminator Program. Super excited. I built the whole course myself. A lot of it, if not all of it, is based around my own journey, like my own personal struggles. It takes you through like any health and wellness. Obviously, it's like when I say the Self-Doubt Eliminator Program, it's like for females dealing with like self-worth and confidence. You doubt yourself. So all the modules are based around different areas of your life where you may be experiencing self-doubt. So it's got like health and wellness, like your mindset and your emotional mastery, relationships, that's like romantic or friends. And then like I give you some routines and stuff to kind of tie it all together in a neat little bow. And I'm just so proud of it. Like it's super special to me. So yeah, and I've got like its own little Facebook community and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, I honestly didn't mean for this to be a sale, and I don't think it is. It's like an update. This is what I've been doing for the past however many months that I've been absent. And it's something I'm really proud of. And I know that depending on what age group you're in, and I know a lot of my listeners are roughly my age, but yeah, just this feeling of being lost and lacking purpose and lacking drive. Like you may or may not know what you want to do, or you don't quite know how to get there. But it's just that like story of just don't give up. And once you find something you're passionate about, then fucking go all in. And if you haven't quite found it yet, that's okay. Like I hate that there's so much pressure on people to have it all figured out. And the race that I kind of got stuck in, which is where a lot of my overwhelm and anxiety comes from, is watching other people my age on social media, like YouTubers, Instagram influencers, all these people that are living the lifestyle that I want. And when I say the lifestyle I want, I mean like the flexibility to live your life, not like do the 9 to 5. And they've created stuff that they're passionate about, like whether they have fitness programs or they're traveling, or they have food vlogs, or whatever the fuck they're doing. Like they just have their own thing. And that's really, it can be a driver for you, or it can be, I feel like I watched so much of it that I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to have it all figured out. And if you guys listen to that other episode, it's also on YouTube, as like a different style, but it's on YouTube. And my podcast, I forgot what it's called already. How to Find Your Purpose as the 20-something-year-old. I think so many people related to that episode when it came out. So I tell you this story, like, not to sell it to you. I don't give a fuck if you don't buy it. Well, I do, because I think it's special. But it's more so me telling you, like, it's taken I'm 28. Like, I'm 29 next year. And I don't think this is it for me either. Like, I know I'm still going to grow into this space, and bigger and better things are coming. And I know that I'm just going to impact so many people's lives in a positive way. But I've tried so many different things before this. Like we talk about in coaching, when I coach my clients at work, like being a dabbler, like you dabble in different things. You might have all these really exciting ideas, like I'm going to do online stuff, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you start it, and then your motivation dies off and you don't follow through with it. And it's like this this continuous fucking never-ending cycle of woos, and then the lows, and then yeah, I totally get it. Like I totally understand, and I'm still in that cycle. Like I'm battling with myself, going to work, but then not making time to build my own thing. And I think the only reason I'm still at work is that I'm in a job where I coach. So I'm still impacting lives. Like I'm still growing. I'm still educating myself because I'm doing a fuck ton of like training and stuff at work. So I'm still in a space, like I facilitate at work. I facilitate to like 100 people, and teach them how to become coaches and stuff. So it's still like a very fulfilling role. And if I was doing something that wasn't in my area of purpose or passion, like I would have left a long time ago. So I still feel like, it's filling my cup by going to work. But at the same time, of course, I want to be doing my own stuff. So I tell you this to like, tell you what's possible, and don't be so hard on yourself if you haven't got it figured out. You'll get there. You just got to try different things, right? Like talk to different people and surround yourself with people that are doing what you want to do. Put yourself in environments where you're surrounded by that kind of stuff. Like if it's coaching for you, do a coaching course. Like just immerse yourself in learning and get yourself out there, and don't give up. Don't give up. That's pretty much what I wanted to say. That was one of my updates, is I launched my program. So the second really big thing that's gone on that I want to talk to you guys about is my breakup. So the funny thing is, I actually filmed a whole episode about this, but I never posted it. And I don't know why. Something just, my gut was like, nah, don't post it. So what happened, obviously I did a really big breakup bootcamp episode. If you haven't listened to that yet, I highly suggest you do. It's one of my most downloaded episodes and probably one of my proudest. I was just super raw and vulnerable with you guys, and so many people that listened to it were messaging me just saying like, oh my God, I can relate to this. I'm at this stage, or I'm at this stage. Does it get better? And rah, rah, rah. Like, I love that you guys interact with me like that. If you ever listen to anything in the show that resonates with you, like, please reach out to me. I love supporting you guys and I love hearing about it. So it's just nice to kind of connect with someone that's like, fuck, like this is totally what I'm going through, or oh, I've learned so much from this, or whatever it is. Like, please, I encourage you to reach out. I feel like a lot of my answers are long-winded today. But yeah, so you guys know, if you've listened to the show, my ex and I broke up. So what I didn't tell you was I went through like this fucking roller coaster of emotions and just the lot of it, right? So long story short, we ended up getting back together. He obviously came back and was like, you know, made a mistake, things will change. He took back a lot of things where he in the first place said that he didn't want in his life, or, you know, like really big things like having kids or whatever. And that's fine. Like, great, be honest. If you don't want that, then you don't want that. I'm not going to force you. So, you know, if you don't agree with like big life things like that in a relationship, then it's a no-go. So that's fine. We broke up. And then when he came back, he's like, oh, I changed my mind. There's obviously a lot more discussion went into it, but I'm summarizing for you guys. And I was really unsure, because if you listen to my breakup bootcamp episode, one of the final stages, like after all the heartbreak and the grief and like wanting to get back together and all that, you come out on the other side like, no, like this is time for me. I started feeling really good and confident, and I was almost like excited for, you know, just dating myself and looking after myself and, you know, doing some stuff that I haven't ever done or done in a long time, and really just spending time by myself and what that was going to look like and what I was going to learn and what that meant to me, rah, rah, rah. So I think when he came back, he caught me just on the fence. Like, I had 1 foot in, I would totally get back together, and 1 foot in, I'm excited to like be by myself. And of course, I probably say like more of my leg was in the emotional part. Like, I was still obviously very sad, but I still liked him, and I was being like pulled down on that side of the fence. If you can kind of imagine like what's in my head, I'm like sitting, my bum's on a fence, and one of my legs is on one side, one of my legs is on the other. So he was kind of like pulling me down to his side of the fence, and I made myself sick for weeks trying to make this decision. And this is really what I want to talk about today, is like that gut feeling. I really had this gut feeling, or this knowing that like, I don't think this is the right choice. Like, I don't think you should get back together. You know, like, you guys went through all this heartbreak of trying to make this decision in the first place. And you're like in a good place. Like, you may be upset and you may be hurt, but like good things are coming. And, you know, we were spending time together, and I put myself in that situation where I was like, oh, we do have so much fun together, and like, I'm so happy when I am with him, and blah, blah, blah. So we ended up getting back together, and I think I just knew, like, I was happy we were back together, but at the same time, I had this like fucking gut feeling. I was like, oh, I don't want to say like wrong choice, because I don't think there's ever a wrong choice when you're trying to make decisions for your life. It's just like, everything is a lesson, right? But we were together for, I don't even know, a few months, I think. Guys, I have no concept of time. I wish I could tell you this stuff. I'd say maybe like 4 months we got back together. Before we broke up, we were together like over 1.5 years. So all up, we'd probably been together for like 2 and a bit years. And yeah, eventually, like, I think it just ran its course again, but it's fucking ironic. Like, we broke up again, and it was literally the same conversation we had when we first broke up. I was like, is this fucking deja vu? Like, I feel like this has happened before. Oh, it has. It's like I've had practice or something. So to go through it again, I feel a lot better this time around. Again, if you've listened to my breakup bootcamp episode, you will know that I was a fucking wreck. I was very sad, very upset, very depressed, had a lot of mental health challenges through that period. But this one I was okay. I think I was very content with the decision. And of course it was upsetting because it's like, okay, this time it's really done. Like, we have to say goodbye to this. We have to close this chapter. And my mum said to me, you know, I think it's easier for you this time because you weren't 100% in it anyway. Like, I think, you know, like in your gut, you shouldn't have made that decision. So I think you like always had one foot out the door kind of mentality. And I think she's right. And I remember thinking to myself, rewind back to when I was trying to make the decision, I actually said to him, I need 2 weeks without you, like no communication, because it's really hard for me to make this decision because I'm around you all the time and I'm just emotionally invested in this. So I can't really say that I've made the best decision for myself if I'm emotionally involved with what's going on. So we did 2 weeks with no contact. And I think because I made that 2-week deadline, I felt pressure and I felt anxious to be like, oh, but I've told him I have to make a decision on this day. Oh, just fucking make it. Just say yes. Because I felt, and this is what we're going to talk about in self-care and self-worth. I think I said yes because I felt bad for him. Like, he really wanted it and I didn't want to upset him. It's not like I was going back to a horrible person or a horrible relationship. So it wasn't bad for me. It was just, I don't know. I think I put someone else before me and I just was like, okay, fuck it. And another one of my friends said to me, which is also a really good lesson, she said, you know, the worst thing that can happen is you say yes, you get back together and then it doesn't work out and you break up again. Like, and then you can then say, you know, tick that box saying you won't have to wonder what if because you tried it. And that's it. Like, cool, we tried it twice now. We officially know that it's not okay. And I'm not wondering what if because I gave it a go. So, and, you know, he asked me, like, when we broke up for the second time, you know, do you think you wasted your time or do you think we made a mistake? And I was like, absolutely not, because, you know, we still made memories. We still had fun together. I was happy for those however many months we were together for the second time. It's not a waste of my time at all. Like, it was a lesson. I learned a lot about myself. And this is really what I want to get into is this gut feeling and these boundaries. Is like, I'm 28 and from that experience, I can now say I've properly understood self-worth and boundaries. And this gut feeling, I don't think I've ever been more in tune with my gut feeling until now, because I'm always someone that, like, my head and my heart clash hugely. Like, I'm super empathetic, I'm super emotional, like very in touch with my emotions. And I feel like I always make decisions emotionally, but then my head fucking rattles on, like, and my brain and my head constantly have this battle of like thinking logically and then thinking with your heart and following your gut. And it's something I've really struggled with, or something that's been present in most of my life with most of my big decisions in my life, like changing careers or leaving a job, or, you know, leaving my ex-fiance, or leaving this relationship and getting back together after the breakup. You know, like, it's always influenced and it's exhausting. Like, I have never been someone that's been able to make a decision very quickly and then just deal with it later. Like, I spend fucking weeks, if not months, like pondering. And I wonder, like, where I would be, or how much more I would have experienced, or how much further along I would be if I just make decisions quickly and then learn from them, rather than sitting in this fucking uncomfortable, what the fuck decision am I going to make here kind of phase. So yeah, that was really difficult, but I did it, and now I feel great. Like, I feel like I really honored my gut feeling, and I can tell that just by my energy and my happiness. Not that I wasn't happy in my relationship, but, like, you know, when you have that energy shift when you make the right decision, and you just feel like the universe tried to lead you to that decision, and you're like, fuck yes, I made the right decision. I just feel alive. Like, I feel so ecstatic. So that's where I'm at now. I'm feeling really good with it. But twist, before this, it was again a mutual decision, right? Both of us mutually decided that it wasn't going anywhere. But before this mutual decision, I was thinking to myself, like, where is this going? Is this the right decision? Should you break up? I actually booked an appointment to see a medium, or like a psychic, whatever you want to call them. I'm just going to have water because I feel like I'm going to die. And I don't know if you guys do any of that or you agree with this kind of stuff, but I 100% believe like we have guides, we have guardian angels, like just like people looking out for you, whether they've passed on or they're non-related to you or whatever it is. Like there's definitely people looking out for you and they give you signs, and 100% believe in that. So my plan was go see this psychic and kind of get a feel from your guides or from her or whatever if that decision is the right one to make. So by the time I booked the appointment, we actually broke up before that. Funnily enough, they were like, no, you don't need an appointment, here's a sign. So yeah, I had like a 2-hour call with this medium and it was fucking fantastic, like very eye-opening. My guides had a lot to say to me. I've been very naughty, but a lot of it was about, like following your gut. They recognized my pattern of putting people first, and you stay in these situations way longer than you should because you constantly battle with your head and your heart. And it really just helped me see that gut feeling is there for a reason, whether that comes from your own soul and your own mind, dipped in and mixed with a little bit of guidance from, your guardian angel or your guides or your spirits or your loved ones looking over you. I believe it's both, because your soul speaks to your guides, right? I'm really just learning about all of this, so I use fancy words. I 100% believe it's like they're trying to guide you, and they know what's really good for you. And sometimes they put you in those uncomfortable situations because you need to learn and you need to grow from it. Like life is not meant to be perfect and fucking peachy clean. So I respect them so much. And now that I feel way more in tune with my gut, I know that I need to honor it. I need to put myself first. And it's uncomfortable having those breakup conversations. But I tell you now, like looking back, is it more uncomfortable to have a breakup conversation, or is it more uncomfortable to sit back and go, that's 3 more months where you could have grown more as an individual and self-worth and self-love and stuff on your own? Again, I don't want to use the language of like wasted my time, because they're just 2 different life experiences. But if you had have just gone with your gut and honored it, like where would you be? What would be happening? What would your mindset be like, et cetera, et cetera. So obviously you have, here goes my head again, contemplating. But this is the kind of stuff, like, and of course, I'm not saying don't make a certain decisions because I don't know what situation you're in. So this is the thing to know, like, there is no right or wrong answer. There isn't. There's no right or wrong answer. You have to look at every situation and go, if I decide this, what is it going to teach me? What am I going to learn from it? What am I going to experience? And then situation B is like the same. And sometimes you do need to give yourself that space to make a decision with no emotions. Like for me, it was not having contact with that person for 2 weeks. So then I really sat in that uncomfortable of like, what's your heart telling you? What's your head telling you? Just fucking make a decision. But that gut feeling, I don't know how to explain it, but I think like 99% of people know what I'm saying when I say that gut feeling, and it could be something different for everyone. But if you find yourself like constantly thinking or wondering or like playing this alternative decision in your mind, if you feel like you're fucking making yourself sick, or you're always worrying, or you're overwhelmed, like what if I were to leave? Like, first of all, if you're thinking about that in the first place, you should probably leave. Like if you are 100% content, and this is obviously a relationship situation, right? It could be something completely different. But I feel like the universe puts that stuff in your head, like your guides put that what if situation in your mind. And if it's a constant thing for you that you're always thinking about, you're always worrying about, you go to bed feeling uneasy, or you wake up and it's just that feeling of not being fulfilled or not being content with your current situation. That is a sign to change it. to change the path, to change the person, to change you, to like get out, do something different, you know? That's what it was to me. It was constantly thinking about something else. And yeah, in my opinion, if you're happy with what you're doing and you're in the right place, you're with the right person or whatever it looks like, then, you know, that's where you're meant to be. That's probably the biggest thing I can take away from this as well. That would probably be a gut feeling if you're constantly wondering about something else. But yeah, I am grateful that I went through that second breakup because I gave it a go. And I think there's no such thing as a bad decision as long as you can sit back and go, cool, what did I learn from that? Because I can 100% say that I came out different after it. Not the first time. I'm sure I would have eventually got to where I'm feeling now and how I'm feeling now if I hadn't have gone back, but maybe I needed that second time round in the relationship to feel what I feel now. And I didn't learn it from the first relationship. My guides are fucking sitting up there like, for fuck's sake, like give her another chance. She obviously hasn't gotten the message. She's not getting it. Give her round 2. Sorry. Oh my God, man. They're probably sitting there shaking their heads like, this bitch, honestly, you're making us work harder than we want to. Take the hint, Jade. Take the fucking sign. It's sitting there. We're dangling it in front of you. Sorry, guys. I live life on the edge, you know. Psych. I'm inside my comfort zone. Yeah, man. Anyway. Yeah, so can say that I definitely don't regret anything. I've definitely taken some lessons and I feel a lot more confident in making decisions with my gut feeling. So yeah. That's it. That's probably 2 of the major updates would be my personal business and yeah, single Jade following her gut, feeling good, feeling great. I do want to do another episode and I don't know when. I'll probably need a bit of practice, but I'm thinking about doing something about being single because I haven't probably been single for like 10 something years. And I've had a couple of experiences already where I'm like, sorry, but how the fuck do you be single? Like this is scary. So like I've never used a social dating app. What are they called? Dating apps like Tinder or anything. Like I've always been in relationships even when they came out. Not that I want to use one right now, but you know, like I think later down the track, I think that might be a fun episode. Like how the fuck do you be single? So yeah, there's fun stuff to come. I think this has definitely given me a new outlook on self-love. I think it's now that I've realized, and again, I'm just being super open and honest with you guys. I think self-love and self-worth is very different if you're in a committed, like long-term relationship versus if you're single. And I'm definitely experiencing things that I haven't ever now that I'm 28. So I can't wait to share like the other side of things with you guys. And I can't wait to relate on a different level. Like, this is me. Like, maybe you guys can teach me some stuff. So I'm excited for what's to come. But yeah, thank you so much for listening to today's episode, guys. I'm glad that I'm back and I'm updated. I know we're going to have a lot of fun moving forward. It's pretty much you guys just watching my life as a fucking train wreck, like hitting all the walls that are coming toward me. So I appreciate your guidance. Please feel free to join the Facebook group if you want to give me some tips. Again, if you connect or resonate with anything, please message me on Instagram or on the Facebook page. If you want to follow me on anything, you can head over to my Instagram. It's just Jade Delpup, JAYDEDELPUP. There is a link tree in my bio. So if you click that, you'll find everything like my YouTube, the Facebook group, all of that jazz. But yeah, thanks so much for joining today and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!